Hello, my name is Bird. I'm okay, and welcome back to Gizzmas 2025 Day 21 as we continue our journey through the Bandcamp discography of King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. Today we'll be discussing the 18th album in their Bandcamp lineup, Butterfly 3000. And also we'll briefly cover the remix album, Butterfly 3001, but that's just because I can't count. Okay, so real quick, when I started this, I genuinely thought there was only 30 on the Bandcamp page. I don't know why there's 31, but I just decided to combine 3000 and 3001 into one day because, well, I didn't really have that much to say about the remixes. Maybe I'll do a more in-depth video on this in a future date. Anyways, Butterfly 3000 takes us back to the 11th of June 2021 with 10 tracks totaling 43 minutes 52 seconds. 3001 is a collection of 21 remixes of those 10 songs totaling 114 minutes exactly, and was released on the 7th of December 2021. These two projects combined are easily the biggest divergence in the Giz sound so far this Gizzmas, and it's real hit or miss with most fans, with some fans loving it and some fans just completely dismissing it entirely. The Giz crew take a deep dive into dream pop. It's ethereal, it's dreamy, it's weird, and it's fucking beautiful. I remember being super hyped for this when it dropped, expecting more of the sound from KG and LW, and this hit me like a brick wall, but the brick wall was full of butterflies and rainbows. There's a reason I use the title track from this album on all my videos. I truly think this album's out of this world. From the first notes of that beautiful synth in Yours, to the falsetto singing in Blue Morpho that feels almost angelic, to the whole album being basically an allegory for the hope and love you feel when you become a father for the first time, this album tugs at my heartstrings in all the right ways, and I love it. I don't know how else to say it. I love it. Whenever I bring up King Gizzard in discussion and album recommendations are asked for me, this one's always at the top of my list because it's so different from what everyone's expecting to hear. The whole thing is just positive and every song feels happy, and it's great. The song Shanghai is also a huge highlight on this album for me. I always go around singing the hook. It's so catchy and it never leaves my brain. And the story of this song about how your life can be changed by any singular situation really speaks to me on a spiritual level. 2021 was a bad year for me personally, and going back to those times and those memories really hurts. But having this song and this album to lean back on and help me realize that those bad times and experiences really morphed me and changed me into a butterfly, theoretically. And now I've bloomed and I'm better and I'm awesome and I'm amazing. And this album helps me feel that way. I could talk about this album forever, but I'd like to briefly cover 3001. As I mentioned, 3001 is purely a remix album of all of the songs from 3000, and even though there's a lot of them, there isn't a huge standout for me. I think it's partially because of the emotional connection I have to 3000, but I just prefer the originals. Not saying that any of these are bad, they're actually all really good vibes, but I just prefer the originals, that's all. I also wouldn't really recommend putting 3001 on and just listening to it front to back because there's a lot of repeats. There's at least 5 of the same song remixed in different ways on here, and it just gets repetitive. But you can pick out 1 or 2 of your favorites and add them to your night driving playlist. It fits there perfectly. But as always, let me know what your standouts on both these albums are. With all that being said, I have been Bird. I hope you've been okay. Join me tomorrow as we continue our adventure through Gizzmas Day 22 and Made in Timeland.